all. If you have time enough and you want to add extra points, fine. But it won't count if you didn't report all the points made by your opponent. In the third round, no points are necessary. Close, convincingly, and as flowerily. There's no word like that, but as you might like. Okay? In case you tie, there will be a tiebreaker round. You know what will happen in the tiebreaker round? You'll switch sides and you will argue in the opposite direction for 5 minutes.
All right, it is time to do battle. David, you've got your time starts now.
It's developed early. Basically, moderators, panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, co-debaters, member attentive audience. Standing before you speak, cornerstone from the International College Ikoyi, here to support the motion which states the federal government proposal to use English, not 16 language benefits early childhood education. Now going back to my points. First, you go back competitiveness. Let us face the fact, not the fantasy. English is the world's most widely used official language. According to British Council in 2023, over 1.75 billion people use English either fluently or functionally. So if Nigeria truly seeks global relevance, we cannot afford to delay the to raise exposure to the language of science, law, finance, medicine, aviation, innovation, and global diplomacy. Secondly, educational information and national cohesion. According to National Bureau of Statistics 2022, Nigeria has over 500 languages. I repeat, over 500 languages. So if you adopt the so-called mother tongue instruction nationwide, this mother tongue should dominate in multicultural urban centers like Lagos, Abuja, or Kaduna. Is it yours or mine? English provides a neutral unifying ground that protects children from linguistic discrimination and allows us to use one standardized instructional approach. Thirdly, early exposure improves cognitive development. According to the 2019 UNESCO Cognitive Development Study, children who gain early exposure to second language develop stronger working memory by 20%, faster problem solving speed by 30%, and better multitasking ability by 25%. Introducing English early doesn't erase culture, it enhances mental agility. Moving on. English reduces cognitive overload data. Switching from mother tongue to English in upper classes causes learning stress. British Council in 2018 concluded that early exposure to English moves the stress and makes it easier for children to learn effectively. Moving on. Early English prevents academic shock later. Most secondary and tertiary institutions operate 100% in English, not 90%, not 80%, not 50%, but 100% in English. Children who start in mother tongue experience the softest jump when transferring into English later on. University of Ibadan 2020 Early Child Education Longitudinal Study shows that early bilingual learners maintain more stable academic performance across all levels. Moving on, early English helps children perform better in national exams. Written Nigerian exams like WAEC, NECO, JAM are all written in English, not Hausa, not Yoruba, not Igbo, not Tiv, not Ibibio, not the rest of the 500 languages you have in Nigeria, but English. Children who started in English early will understand exam questions when they grow older. The Federal Ministry of Education said that teaching mother tongue causes poor performance in national exams and that English improves exam readiness. Moving on, English aligns with children's environment. Children teach English every single day through cartoons, apps, media, and school material. Teaching English strengthens comprehension and makes learning relevant for the world. Moving on, evidence shows that the mother tongue policy had poor outcomes. Vanguard News 2025 shows that early children who started in mother tongue perform poorly in literacy and literacy tests. The reversal is therefore a strategic step to improve learning outcomes in early childhood education. And lastly, evidence showed that the mother tongue countries who emphasized mother tongue outperformed those that delayed. Look at Rwanda. According to African Development Bank 2022, they switched from mother tongue to English earlier and that literacy increased by 18% in just 5 years. Just 5 years! Imagine the kind of increments in Nigeria in that short period of time. For these reasons, honorable judges, using English as a medium of instruction unifies our children, prepares them for exams, equips them for a global future, and improves learning outcomes. English opens doors, mother tongue limits them, and our children deserve keys, not barriers. So, my honorable judges, meaning the support motion is not cultural surrender. It is strategic advancement. Thank you.
Well done.
She's only 13. Cornerstone Craig, SS1 student of Davidhall College, Ikoyi, Lagos, and that is the age of our teammates Michelle Lidora, 13, and also in SS1. We move over now to their opponents from Honeyland Schools, Abeson Estate, Ikpaja, Lagos, starting with Joseph Osayede, who is the chief speaker.
Your time starts now.
What if I told you that the greatest gift that we can give to a child is something they already have, their mother tongue? Before a child learns to read or write, they first learn to understand. And nothing feels understanding like the language spoken at home, the mother tongue, the language that brings comfort, confidence, and clarity, the language that is the first doorway to understanding life. And now imagine a child stepping into school only to find that familiar doorway slammed shut, replaced with a language that they do not think, in, dream, and understand. Confusion sets in, replacing confidence. Expression becomes impossible, limiting their cognitive growth, shrinking creativity, and dimming their imaginative light. I'll pause here to give my esteemed greetings to the judges, to the distinguished adjudicators, the moderator, ever accurate timekeeper, and ever attentive audience, my wonderful co-debaters. My name is Osagede Omorige Joseph, a president of Honeyland Schools, here to firmly oppose the motion which says that the federal government reverts to English, non-mother tongue as a teaching language, benefits early childhood education. I'll buttress my stance with the following points. Firstly, language and cultural preservation. Language is the simplest bridge to our culture, and teaching children in their mother tongue helps to ensure that they connect to their cultural heritage early. UNESCO warned in 2016 that 40% of the world's languages are at risk of disappearing because children are no longer learning them early enough. This shows that mother tongue instruction does not only strengthen learning, but helps to preserve our language, our culture, and our identity. Secondly, expands access in rural areas. In rural communities where English is spoken, that a lack of this familiar language, which is the mother tongue at this critical stage, helps to enhance cognitive development, boost understanding, and set a strong foundation for all future learning. Also, parental involvement. We expect learning to be an all-encompassing process involving teachers, students, and even the parents. But what if the language of instruction serves as a barrier to the parents and they cannot adequately support their children? Most of the students that they not understand because that early stage English is not good. But when the teachers are teaching in their mother tongue, they can use everyday jokes, expressions, songs, and stories, making classes fun, interesting, and easier for little children to participate in. Furthermore, reduces early dropout rates. When children are taught in the language that they do not understand, frustration sets in, their interest lowers, and they eventually drop out of school. But mother tongue instruction helps to keep them interested, helps to reduce frustration, improve their performance, and keep more students in school. Also, support emotional development. At this stage, learning the mother tongue helps the children to express themselves because it's a language that they already used to at home. They express themselves naturally, ask questions, and interact naturally with parents and students. This helps them to build social skills, self-confidence, empathy, and self-esteem, which is necessary for their emotional growth at this time. Furthermore, strong first language with stronger second language. Children who have mastered their mother tongue build the necessary foundation to excel in additional languages later. This avoids confusion in both the native language and in English, because the National Academies of Sciences confirm that a person who has mastered their mother tongue, who is well versed in their mother tongue, builds a necessary cognitive foundation for learning and excelling in additional languages. Furthermore, early mother tongue instruction improves retention. When a child is taught a language that he or she understands and is familiar with, they remember concepts that are taught in this language much more easily. A study by UNESCO shows that children who are taught in their native language show a stronger understanding and are 30% more likely to read with understanding. That means that they are likely to read and retain what they are taught. In addition, encourages critical and creative thinking. Teaching in the mother tongue, the language that the children understand, helps children to think and imagine in diverse ways. You cannot think on what you do not understand. So when they are taught in their mother tongue and they understand what they have been taught about, they think and imagine in diverse ways. A study in Ethiopia showed that children who were taught in their native language excelled in creative and problem-solving tasks than those who were taught in a foreign language. Also, better academic performance. We look at the top educationally performing systems of the world. In Japan, in China, they all begin their education in their mother tongue. A study in India showed that children who were taught in their native language performed better in foundational literacy and numeracy than those who were taught in English medium schools. Furthermore, create employment opportunities. When the mother tongue instruction system is implemented, it helps to create better opportunities for students because they are more conversant with their mother tongue. They can grow, they can learn, and furthermore get jobs in their mother tongues like newscasting and so on. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. Brilliant everywhere.
Lord have mercy.
And just when you think you've heard it all, they switch it up a notch. Well done to both of you. Well done. Thank you. The stage has been set. And now it's time to challenge each other directly in the next round. You just heard Joseph Morige Osagede of Honeyland Schools, Abeson Estate, Ikpaja, Lagos, for his opening remarks. Before that, you had Cornerstone Craig of Davidhall College, Ikoyi, Lagos.
That's right. When we return, you'll hear the rebuttal rounds of this hot topic. It's a Back to Differ Season 9. We'll be right back.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I Beg to Differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Hello there, I'm here to tell you about the world-class beverage cans producers, GZI. At GZI, Excellence is our hallmark. We produce world-class aluminum beverage cans that meet the highest international quality and safety standards. Our cans are 100% recyclable, lightweight, and designed to keep every beverage fresh while protecting the planet. With state-of-the-art facilities and responsible production practices, we are proudly setting the pace for sustainable packaging across Africa. GZI. Yes, we can.
Queen's University Belfast is a leading member of the UK's prestigious Russell Group, the equivalent of the Ivy League, known for world-class teaching, research excellence, and strong graduate employability. Found in 1845, Queen's has a long tradition of welcoming students from Nigeria into a friendly and diverse international community. Located in Belfast, one of the safest and most affordable student cities in the UK, students benefit from modern facilities, strong employer links, internship opportunities, and global career support. Queen's has dedicated scholarship for students coming from Nigeria. Nigerian graduates from Queen's leave with a highly respected UK degree, equipped with the skills and connect.
The biggest debate competition. The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Welcome back. We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. And you can go there, have a share. I guess there's voting to be done there.
Oh, indeed there is. The handle is Nigeria Info 99.3 on Facebook and YouTube. Refresh the Nigeria Info page and join the live stream, okay? Rejoin the live stream.
All right, we now enter the rebuttal round. Students, use this time wisely. Make sure you take on your opponent's arguments head on, expose weaknesses, reinforce your own position. Honeyland schools, you will begin, and Davidhall College will follow. Is that clear? All right.
You've got 4 minutes. Your time starts now.
My esteemed greetings to the moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my fellow debaters, and every esteemed audience. My name is Apeja Precious of Honeyland Schools, here to rebut my opponent's point. Firstly, the opposing team stated that English reduces global competitive, but countries like China, Japan, Germany teach their children in their mother tongue, and they're still tech giants in the world today. They're still performing excellently well. They're part of the people that are leading the world in our economy today. The opposing team also emphasized that educational uniformity and national coherence is promoted by English, but countries like Eritrea, South Africa, Mozambique teach their children in their national languages. And when a child is bombarded with English in their early stage, it produces what we know as translingualism, where a child is able to understand a lot of languages but can't speak them properly. Them being developed in their mother tongue, the language that they're already familiar with, will help them to be able to transition to English smoothly and also give them an edge in the world. The opposing team also stated that early English improves early cognitive development, but when a child's brain is young and bombarded with too many languages, having one specific language that they learn, which is their mother tongue, something that they're already familiar with, they're already exposed with, this is what they hear, they're already able to communicate with, they're able to be able to develop more. And study shows that the child's brain develops 3 times faster when they're learning a language that they're already familiar with. The opposing team also says that English reduces stress and makes learning easier, but you can't blame the stress that comes with learning on the language that is being used alone. But when the child is already solid in one language, learning is made easier, less strenuous, because you're able to process what you're learning because it's already in a language that is close to their heart, a language that you're able to connect and relate with. The opposing team also stated that it reduces academic and also adapt properly without being shocked. The opposing team also said that it helps them to develop them academically well. And study shows that using mother tongue is easier because you're able to transit to their normal language to English later. The opposing team also stated that English aligns with the children's environment. But the fact that a child is exposed to Baby Shark, exposed to cartoons, exposed to nursery rhyme, doesn't mean that they'll be able to understand academic English, because TV languages or cartoon languages do not equal academic English. Academic English is different from what they hear on TV. One mother tongue is something that they're already able to connect to it stably, something that they're already able to speak, something that they're already able to dream. So shattering that at such a young stage will reduce their confidence, and it's not something that aligns with their environment. The opposing team also stated that English increases learning outcome, but mother tongues give them stability. It gives them an extra language to use. It promotes multilingualism, helping them to be able to stand out in the world and also provide more future opportunities for them as they grow. The opposing team also stated that English reduces delay, but using mother tongue doesn't cause delay, it builds them. It gives them another language of communication, another language that can be used to relate to people in their language. And study shows that over 40% of the world's languages are in danger due to the fact that they're not being taught in their early formative years. But if their mother tongue is utilized for them to learn in their early stages, it will enable them to be able to perform better and also reduce delay. And people like Wole Soyinka learned in their mother tongue, and it didn't cause any delay. It helped them to be able to perform more, and they're now even more renowned and known worldwide. Now I'd like to add more points. Firstly, mother tongue fosters connection. When a child is able to relate in their mother tongue, able to connect with people around them, their confidence grows. They're able to build bonds that will last a long period of time. That cannot be done by English, because English is not something that they're aware of from their formative years. And also, it facilitates later reading and writing. When a child is stable in one language, the language that you're familiar with, that they're learning is built up on, it helps them to be able to develop their literacy and writing skills later on as they transition to English. Thank you.
Well done.
Well, that was Precious Akweji, 15-year-old year 12 student of Honeyland Schools at Besson Estate, Ipaja, Lagos. She and a teammate at the same age, same class. Well done, both of you. It's time now to go over to hear from Michelle Idora for the first time. She's 13 from Davidhall College, Ikoyi, Lagos.
Honorable judges, esteemed opponents, and respected audience, standing before his Dora Michelle, arise as the supporting deputy speaker of Davidhall International College, Ikoyi, here to help in separating the emotions from evidence. The opposition talks of ideals, but reality tells a different story. Our rebuttal will prove that English instructions ensures the success of every child. Firstly, the opposition argues mother tongue instruction improves students' performance. But a research by Early Childhood Education in 2024 shows multilinguality and lack of instructional materials hinder effective learning in indigenous languages. Because Nigeria has over 500 languages, so printing each subject in over 500 languages is not a piece of cake. Thus, the ideal of mother tongue is undermined by weak resources gaps. Moving on, they say parental and practitioner preference for mother tongue. But a research by International Journal of Innovative Education in 2024 reveals that 92.3%, I repeat, 92.3% of early childhood centers already use English as the teaching language. So we can't just turn back all because we want to implement the so-called mother tongue. Moving forward, they say mother tongue builds a stronger foundation for English. While theoretically valid, practical application in Nigeria fails. Most indigenous languages lack textbooks, standardized curriculum, and trained teachers. This was reported by Niger NLP survey in 2025. Moving on, they say English causes confusion. The confusion my opponent describes is actually called code switching. They say confusion, but modern neuroscience says the opposite. The OECD in 2020 states multilingualism actually gives students metalinguistic awareness. Moving on, they say mother tongue strengthens identity. Mother tongue builds identity at home. English creates opportunities in school. UNESCO Global Education Report in 2023 states Nigeria education challenges is underfunding, overcrowded classrooms, and limited access to resources, not the use of English. Moving on, they say Asian countries prosper because they use their mother tongue. All Asian countries are homogeneous societies, while Nigeria is a heterogeneous society. So how do we get our official language? World Bank shows that China's success is driven by the use of English as their second official language. Moving on, they say English-only instruction causes socioeconomic inequality. English is already the language of national exams, formal education, so exposure is unavoidable. English actually levels the playing field, giving rural and urban children the same access to standardized materials. This was reported by Vanguard newspaper in 2025. Moving on, they say mother tongue instruction helps rural children the most. While this argument seems compassionate, but it is actually harmful. UNESCO study in 2022 shows students tend to fall behind when English is introduced late because they need teaching materials, which are all in English. Moving on, they say Nigeria failed because they didn't use their mother tongue. Because they don't use their mother tongue. Nigeria failed. Fixing the language without fixing the system is like repainting a collapsing building. The UNESCO reports that teaching in mother tongue actually limits academic access. Now, to add my point, they say most teachers are prepared using mother tongue. While some rural teachers are fluent in local languages, most professional teaching training is in English. The RSIS International states English offers consistent teaching, curriculum delivery, and assessment standards. To continue, I'd like to add, they say I would like to add the problem was implementation, not the ideal of mother tongue. But a research by the LSE Education 2024 report shows that children taught in English actually outperform their peers taught in indigenous languages. This means the problem was not policy failure, but English instructions may deliver better literacy outcomes. Moving on, I would like to also add that they say mother tongue creates identity and opportunities for children. Introducing English late actually limits academic access. The World Bank, the UNESCO in 2022, this is where I like to draw the curtains. Thank you.
All right. Please, next time, just finish that data you are trying to share and then round it. Well done, Michelle Idora of Davidhall College, Ikoyi, Lagos.
What a round, Femi.
What a battle.
What a round.
All right. We have to take a break from this excellent rebuttals. And when we come back, we would go straight to the closing round. Stay with us.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Obiwizi is Nigeria's trusted name in affordable tech and gadget tradings. From Lagos to Abuja, from students to CEOs, Obiwizi is your guy for quality tech devices, brand new and pre-owned alike. Got a new phone or laptop? Bring it in and walk away with an upgrade or a cashback, or in fact, both. Whether you shop in store or online, at obiwizi.com, you are guaranteed value, warranty, and a customer-first experience. Obiwizi offers affordable tech, trusted service, because with gadgets, Obiwizi is your guy. Follow Obiwizi at Instagram at Obiwizi backup page, or on TikTok at Obiwizi. That is at Obiwizi on TikTok. Obiwizi is spelled O-B-I-W-E-Z-Y. That is O-B-I-W-E-Z-Y.
At GZI, we believe corporate success must go hand in hand with community impact. Through our corporate social responsibility initiatives, we've supported lives across Nigeria, from donating protective coveralls to street sweepers nationwide to organizing free medical outreach programs for our host communities. We're committed to improving lives, promoting safety, and giving back wherever we operate. GZI, building communities, inspiring change.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Thank you, GZ Industries, our lead sponsor. Thanks to Obiwizi, our long-time partner. Special thanks also to FINA Trust Microfinance Bank, and of course, Multi-Plan
Pathway College. That's right.
All right.
We're streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Nigeria Info 99.3. Like, comment, and share the live streams. Also follow I Beg to Differ on Instagram at Nigeria Info IBTD. Nigeria Info IBTD.
All right. Students, well done. Once again, you've tested each other's arguments. Now it's time for your final word. We move into the closing round now. It's your last opportunity to persuade the judges and the listeners. No new points necessary. Be clear, be concise, and make your case unforgettable. Davidhall College. We're reverting to you. No, we're reverting to you, by the way. Honeyland. Yes, Davidhall College, yes. To the duo of Cornerstone Craig and Michelle Idora, meaning Honeyland Schools, will close out the round.
Right. You've got 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, the question before us is no longer about English versus mother tongue. It's about destiny versus delay. It's about whether we open doors for our children or whether we ask them to knock endlessly on opportunities they can't understand. We stand in a world where knowledge is written in one language, technology speaks in one voice, and global power matches in a rhythm our children must learn early. or risk being drowned by the noise of a war that won't wait for them. The federal government's reversal is not a betrayal of culture, it's a protection of the future. To what good is the culture we love if our children cannot stand shoulder to shoulder with those advancing the world? A seed planted in shallow soil cannot grow. A child denied access to the world's language cannot rise. We've seen the evidence. The NBS, UNESCO, UNICEF, and British Council, all pointing to one truth, that learning English early builds stronger minds, sharper skills, and broader horizons. It is not theory, it is not politics. It is reality knocking at our door with urgency. If we reject this motion, we do not merely reject English, we reject opportunity, we reject global relevance, we reject the wings our children need to fly. For every child denied access to English early, there's a dream denied expression, a talent denied exposure, a destiny denied the language it needs to breathe. Honorable judges, if a river refuses to flow forward, it becomes stagnant. If a nation refuses to teach the language of progress, it becomes silent in the global conversation. And if we reject this motion, we choose silence so our children deserve a voice. So today, let us choose vision over sentiment, progress over hesitation, and vision and wisdom over fear. Let us not just give our children knowledge, but the key that unlocks knowledge everywhere. And in the words of scripture, my people perish for lack of knowledge, not lack of culture, not lack of identity, but lack of access to the knowledge that empowers. The Quran echoes the same when it commands, read in the name of your Lord, for reading opens worlds. And English is the door through which most of those words are written. So today, let the world hear our answer. We choose open doors. We choose global power. We choose a future where Nigerian children rise, not stumble. We choose this motion because it is not just knowledge. It is purpose. It is policy. It is promise. I rest my case.
What a closer from Michelle Edora. Well done. Davidhall College, Ikoyi, Lagos. You've done magnificently well, as your chief speaker, Cornerstone Craig. One last duty to be performed. It falls in the laps of Honeyland Schools, Abeson Estate, Ikpaja, Lagos.
That's right. You've got 3 minutes. Your time starts now.
Standing on existing protocol, I remain Usagede Omoege Joseph, a president of Honeyland Schools, here to give my closing remarks opposing the motion that the federal government reversal to English, not mother tongue as a teaching language, benefits early childhood education. Imagine a 3-year-old boy in Kaduna happily babbling away in Hausa, or let's just say he's learning to communicate in his mother tongue, answering to simple greetings, responding to instructions, and forming ideas in the language that he understands. And at the moment that he enters school, he is bombarded with English language, a language that he has never used to think. Watch him closely. The babbling slows, the questions fade, the confidence turns to confusion, and the creativity disappears. Not because he is dull or incapable, but simply because we switched off the language that his brain was naturally ready to learn in. At this early stage of education, a child shouldn't be bothered with civic education or basic science, but rather should be learning to understand the basic concepts of life. Colors, numbers, days of the week, how to navigate the world around him, how to ask questions, and how to express emotions. And when we introduce a foreign language, we distract them from really learning. Instead of understanding, they are memorizing words. Instead of thinking, they are translating. And instead of reasoning, they are trying to sound correct. That is not real education. This is why many Nigerian children, teens, and youth struggle with their native language today, because just when they were beginning to grasp this language, schools impose English. Many great men, many great women that have made top impact in the world today began their schooling in their mother tongue. Do we talk about Albert Einstein, who began his early education in German? Or do we talk about Nelson Mandela, a South African man who began his education in the Xhosa language of his tribe? This shows that mother tongue instruction helps them to stay connected to their identity, their tribe, building necessary cognitive foundation that enables them to still make phenomenal and revolutionary impact that got them to be imprinted in the sands of time. Look at the world today. China begins early education in Mandarin, Japan in Japanese, and Germany in German. Even nations with overwhelming linguistic diversity, what with India having 450 plus languages, Indonesia with 700 plus languages, and Papua New Guinea with 800 plus languages, still begin schooling in their native languages. Even across Africa, Eritrea, Kenya, and South Africa do so as well. Why can't we do the same? But here in Nigeria, we are made to learn in English, another man's mother tongue, when the British would never teach their 3-year-old toddlers in Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, or in Chinese. because they understand the importance of language in preserving their culture, their identity, and in preserving their cognitive stability. Meanwhile, here in Nigeria, we want to learn in another man's mother tongue. We, the opposition, do not argue that English should be abandoned, but rather that the language that the child meets at school should be the language that he already understands in his heart from home. Because mother tongue is not just a language, it is a sense of self, it is the child's thinking mechanism, it is the child's confidence, it is the child's identity, it is the child's culture, it is that child's sense of self. It is the key that unlocks every other door. And when we take away this key, we lock the child out of his own potential. But when we restore that key, we give the child the ability to create, to imagine, to dream, and to build from day one. Thank you very much.
Well, Lagos. Thank you to Osagede Joseph of Honeyland Schools, Abeson Estate, Ipaja, Lagos. You and Precious Akweji, you've done brilliantly well, as have Craig Cornerstone and Idora Michelle of Davidhall College, Ikoyi, Lagos. Well done, all four of you. Well done, particularly for the closing arguments. Brilliant, brilliant. You've handled a culturally sensitive and academically complex topic with maturity and intelligence. I couldn't be more proud. It's a never-ending battle. The language of the mind or the language of the heart. It's now time for the judges to make their decision. Judges, the verdict is yours. I don't envy you. I guess this is going to be tough, but interestingly, we'll come to a conclusion in the end. We are seconds from our next break. When we come back from off this break, it'll be time to listen to Diction Judge Yvonne Okhaifo, and we'll see what the content judges have decided. Stay with us. Thanks to our lead sponsor, GZI, to Obi-Weezy, to our friends at Finatros, and of course, Multiplan Pathway College. We'll be back.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Update. Here's the gist. New Good Mama detergent delivers express cleaning and fragrance boosters for extra freshness. All in a freshening pack made for your upgrade. Try it today.
Good Mama, the washing is fast. Good Mama, my fabric is smelling fresh. Good Mama, express cleaning. Good Mama, my laundry is on to smile.
There's a reason she's a good mama. Express cleaning, extra fresh.
Hey ladies, do you know Nigerian women are celebrated for their radiant glowing skin? That's right. But with a hot sun, protecting our skin can be a challenge. Good news! Perfectil by Vitabiotics UK gives you targeted support for great looking skin, hair and nails. Packed with biomarine collagen, botanical extracts, and other micronutrients which contribute to skin hydration and radiance while reducing other skin imperfections. Available in pharmacies near you. Perfectil, beauty from within.
Babe, how you go describe something way big past big?
Na grand, like mountain, like jumbo, like better soup way sweet.
You forget one thing, Black Friday discount.
Where it they happen?
Now for Grand Square.
Talk true.
From November 27th to 29th, 2025, Grand Square, they give up to 70% off on selected goods, massive savings on supermarket essentials, electronics, furniture, beverages, wines and spirits, and much more. Better discount, we go sweet your belly.
Oh boy, na real Grand Black Friday bonanza be this oh.
No dolly yourself. Offer day valid while stock last. Make you no carry last oh. Go Grand Square Ikeja, Grand Square Victoria Island, Grand Square Abuja, and Grand Square Kano to enjoy this better wolf.
Black Friday at Grand Square, November 27 to 29th. Grand savings way past grand.
In
Introducing So Clean Pink Detergent, Nigeria's first pink detergent innovation, specially formulated to make your clothes look and smell amazing. It's with 2 times perfume, so every wash releases a burst of long-lasting fragrance. It's soft on clothes with color guard that leaves your colored clothes vibrant and bright. So Clean Pink delivers great cleaning while treating your fabrics to a touch of luxury. Feel the pink with So Clean, the #1 pink detergent.
My name is Joe, and I have pistantrophobia. Pista for short. Basically, the fear of trusting people. For someone like me, it is really hard to choose an insurance partner. Then my girl told me, you better switch to Hares Insurance. I reluctantly gave it a try. And guess what? I have been on a roll. To buy an insurance plan, I just dial *1100# for fast insurance. If I want to file a claim, I just use the Simple Life mobile app, and I get paid within 24 hours. And that's not even the best part. I get discounts from hotels, spas, and other jollification places through their rewards program. So yes, I switched to Hares Insurance Group, and this my pista. Abi fear of trusting people is getting better.
What are you waiting for? Visit www.hairsinsurancegroup.com. That is HEIRS, or dial *1100# to get fast insurance today.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo! Introducing So Clean Pink Detergent, Nigeria's first pink detergent innovation, specially formulated to make your clothes look and smell amazing. It's with 2 times perfume, so every wash releases a burst of long-lasting fragrance. It's soft on clothes with color guard that leaves your colored clothes vibrant and bright. So Clean Pink delivers great cleaning while treating your fabrics to a touch of luxury. Feel the pink with So Clean, the #1 pink detergent.
Welcome back to your #1 talk, news, and sports station. This is Nigeria Info.
Hello there. I'm here to tell you about the world-class beverage cans producers, GZI. At GZI, excellence is our hallmark. We produce world-class aluminum beverage cans that meet the highest international quality and safety standards. Our cans are 100% recyclable, lightweight, and designed to keep every beverage fresh while protecting the planet. With state-of-the-art facilities and responsible production practices, we are proudly setting the pace for sustainable packaging across Africa. GZI. Yes, we can.
The biggest debate competition in Nigeria. I beg to differ on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Brought to you by GZ Industries.
Welcome back. Thanks to our sponsors. GZI, our lead sponsor, to Obi Weezy, and to the rest of our partners, including Multi-Plan Pathways College and Fina Trust Microfinance Bank. Special thanks to our producer, Sheriff Quadri, and the production team led by Olamide Fadoju and Babatunde Abdul Salam. To Ken Odweme, Samuel Iwuji, and Onyeka Eledan, our sound man. All right, in view of our time, Judge Yvonne has agreed to give her diction considerations to the students privately.
Yes.
So we go straight into the result right now. For this debate, all 3 judges, Chief Judge Chike, Judge Ufoma, and Judge Ama, give the first round, the presentation round, 10-9 in favor of Honeyland schools. Each 10 to Honeyland Schools, 9 to Davidhall College. Honeyland Schools lead by 3 points, 30 to 27 in round 1. In round 2, Judge Ufoma has it as Davidhall College 10, Honeyland Schools 9.5. Judges Chief Judge Chike and Judge Ama have it as Davidhall College 10 each and Honeyland Schools 10 each. A tie for both of them. Davidhall College takes the second round 30 to 29.5. Bringing us to the third round, where all judges gave this round as a tie, 10-10. Overall, Judge Ama has it as 29 points to Davidhall College and 30 to Honeyland Schools. Judge Ufoma has it as 29 to Davidhall College and 29.5 to Honeyland Schools. Chief Judge Chike has it as 29 to Honeyland to Davidhall College and 30 to Honeyland Schools. It's 87 to Davidhall College and 89.5 to Honeyland Schools here. Diction scoring has it as at 10 to 9.5 in favor of Honeyland Schools. For your winner, by unanimous decision, 99.5 to 96.5. Congratulations to the duo of Osagiede Omorege Joseph and Akweji Precious Omotere of Honeyland Schools, Abeson Estate, Ipaja, Lagos. 3 points, and they are enough. Congratulations to you, Joseph, and to you, Precious. Well done. Thank you, sir. See you in the second round. You will go up against what a debate that will be.
Indeed.
What a debate. Honeyland Schools versus Wellspring College, multi-time champions of this debate. Prepare, give it your best. If you match the quality of today and surpass it, well, there will be no stopping you. So keep working. All right. See you next week.
The round of 16 continues tomorrow, but until then, it's bye for now.
Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.